We are going to create a real-time chat application on simplest and definitely the quickest possible way. We are going to use Next.js, Shadcn, and the new Supabase UI library. As always, you have this code available on a public GitHub repository. It is in the description below. And let's start. First thing we are going to do is to create a new Next.js application like this with npx create next app latest, and we are going to call it Orcish Chat. We are going to use defaults for everything, so TypeScript, ESLint, Tailwind, CSS, etc. And now our Next.js application is being installed. There it is, it's done. So we are going to our Orcish Chat directory, and I'm running it with pm dev. So now here on our localhost 3000, we are going to get our default Next.js page. So now we can open Supabase UI library, which is a library of full stack blocks. If you haven't seen it, I have a video about it, the review of the library. It's really awesome. And we are going to pick here the chat. Here it is. So here we have a real-time chat block, and let's go to that block to see how hard it is to implement it. So here it's Next.js. We are going to keep it that way because we have Next.js application, and we now have here the Shadcn registry command. So this one is really awesome. You just copy and paste this command inside of your terminal and you're getting everything. So let's see how is it working. So now I'm pasting the command npx Shadcn latest add, and that one is going to install everything for us. So as you can see, we are getting Shadcn. Now our Shadcn is being installed. We are creating a components.json file. I'm choosing stone color, and now we are writing all the components from Supabase. So we are going to get, as you can see here, chat message, real-time chat, our hooks, and we are also getting the whole backend part for our chat. And here we are getting input and button from Shadcn. So those are just regular components from Shadcn. So let's see the usage of this code. We're going to documentation again, and here we can see the basic usage. So we just need to import the real-time chat, and we are going to use it like this. Easy as that. So I'm just going to copy this real-time chat component. We need a room name and username. So let's try to use this. We are opening our code for the first time, and we are just going to put it on our main page. So here inside of this main, I'm going to put in the real-time chat. I'm going to delete this whole footer from here and to delete this image import. And now we are going to import our real-time chat from our components, and it's not going to work immediately because we still don't have our Supabase environment variables. So we need our Supabase URL and our Supabase anonymous key. So we need to get this one from our dashboard. Now we can go to supabase.com, and here I'm already logged in. So you can see here the dashboard button, and inside of our dashboard, we are going to create a new project. I'm going to create it under OrcDev's organization, and my project name is going to be Orcish Chat, and database password, I'm just going to generate a password with Supabase. This is a really great feature, I can say. And region, let it just say West Europe, and I'm creating a new project. I'm not going to save that password right now. So here we have now our Orcish Chat project. And to connect to it, it's really easy. We just go to this connect button here, app frameworks, and we are getting our whole environment file, which we need just to copy. And inside of our root directory, we create .env.local and just paste in the public Supabase URL and anonymous key. Of course, this one needs to remain secret. I'm going to delete this one after I publish the video. And now if we go back to our next application, we can see that our chat is already there. So I can type in here, hello, hello, and we are getting the messages. So this one should be already in another browser if someone else is online. So let's test it out. I'm going again to localhost, and Zen browser has one really great feature. It's this one, the split screen. So here I'm saying hi, and we are getting hi on this other application right here. So we have everything already working. I mean, how cool is this? I never implemented chat this quickly before. Supabase is really amazing. And what we can do now is we can quickly here on our page, we can just put in some input right here. For example, input, we have it already from Shadcn, and that one is going to be like this, our username. So we can turn this whole page to a client component. This one is not recommended. I'm just doing this for a video. We would put this in a client component and import it. So now we are adding the state, and here on our input, we are going to put it to be like this. On change, we are setting our username, and we are going to use that username. So now when we get back to our application, I'm going to refresh all these. And here I'm going to put, for example, OrcDev, and here I'm going to put just orc. And now if we type in, I can say hi. So OrcDev is saying hi. Then here, if I say hello, here orc is saying hello. So basically what we can do is we can create some kind of database. Our users, when they're logged in, we could just send their usernames inside here, and it's going to work just like a regular chat. That's it. It's already working, and this is really an amazing library created by Supabase. I hope you enjoyed in this video, warriors. For more content like this, join the mighty Horde, subscribe.